Okay, it says I'm live. Can't tell if I am or not for reals. But just a heads up that when I'm doing the read alouds, I am live streaming. And so the video quality and the sound quality might be not the best on the playback. But this is chapter 2 of Lost and Found. Also, I did try to live stream off of my phone, thinking maybe the camera would be better, but it was not, it wouldn't let me live stream at the time. So as far as I know, we're just going to do the best we can with it. And then if it's really causing a lot of problems with the playback, I might just go to recording it and posting it instead of live streaming. I see somebody with me. Hi. Okay, so we're going to start chapter 2. And remember yesterday where we met Ray. No, did we meet Ray or Jay? I called attendance. The teacher didn't say Jay, then Ray. And so he was alarmed by that because he's used to his brother's name always being after his. So I wonder why Ray's name wasn't called. Hopefully we'll find out today. So chapter 2 is called 1-2. The boys had been born 6 minutes apart, Grayson baby 1 and Grayson baby 2. Some twins look a little alike and some twins look a lot alike. And some twins don't look alike at all. But some twins look exactly alike. They look like 2 peas in a pod, 2 ducks on a pond, 2 spoons in a drawer. And Grayson baby 1 and Grayson baby 2 were that sort of twins, completely identical, all except for one tiny faint freckle on the ankle of baby number 1. Sue and Jim Grayson were the mom and dad, and they thought it was great to get 2 kids at once. Their family doubled in one day. And when the babies turned out to be boys, that was great too, although both Sue and Jim had secretly hoped for one of each, a boy and a girl. But each child was born healthy and strong, and that was all that really made them so happy that they were also a little giddy, maybe a bit dizzy, sort of the way it feels after riding a roller coaster. And as they sat together 2 hours after the boys were born, each one holding a child, both parents began giggling and grinning about how wonderful it was to have 2 beautiful sons. Then a nurse walked into the room and said, "Have you decided on their names? No? Well, you need to do that before you leave the hospital, so the sooner the better." After name. And the boys looked so similar that Sue and Jim couldn't resist giving them similar names. And 2 hours later, they each signed both birth certificates. Baby number 1 was named Ray, and baby number J, the boys became Ray J and J Ray, the Grayson twins. The picture-taking frenzy started the moment the twins got home from the hospital. Both pairs of grandparents were waiting, and all 4 of them went nuts. Granny Grayson said, "Can you believe how cute these 2 teeny tiny sweet patooties are? And they are just the yummiest little things. There, hold them up together over that way, closer to the window, so I can see both their faces. Can you get them to smile at the same time?" Click, click, click. Sue's mom, Grandma Herndon, said, "Here, let's get these old white hospital blankets off the precious baby boys, and let's put these people closer together, a little closer. There, click, click, click." About 2 weeks later, the tiny outfits began to arrive in the mail. Both sets of grandparents, all the aunts and uncles and great aunts and great uncles, all the cousins and cousins-in-law, everyone wanted to join up and march along in the baby twins parade. Little baseball uniforms, little train conductor hats and overalls and vests, along with time sent something, said, "Now, you be sure to send me a picture of how the twins look wearing these combed alike. Little Jay and little Ray were cute. They were identical. And if mom or dad took them out for a walk in their new super long double stroller, someone would always stop and bend down and then say, 'Ooh, look, there are 2 of them. Aren't they cute?' And the answer to that question had to be yes. Yes, they were cute. Unfailingly, remarkably, and undeniably cute. So cute you could just eat them up. So cute you had to pat each of them on the head or tickle them under their adorable little chinny chin chins. So cute you just had to have a picture of them. At nap time and at bedtime, that was Ray. Right ankle Ray, right ankle Ray. Don't forget that, right ankle Ray." So, and here's a picture of different pictures of them as they were big pictures in little sailor outfits. And so, because it was important to keep calling Ray by the name of Ray and to keep calling Jay by the name of Jay. Wouldn't want the boys to get confused about their names, right? Because somewhere in the back of their minds, Jim and Sue Grayson actually did understand that these boys of theirs were 2 different people. or that they would eventually become two different people one day, like when they grew up, right? When the boys got to be toddlers, Sue Grayson kept on dressing them alike. It made shopping twice as easy. Two of this, two of that, two of these, two of those, all done. And it also made getting the boys dressed a lot simpler. In fact, it made getting them dressed twice as simple. Two of this, two of that, two of these, two of those, all matched up, all dressed. No muss, no fuss. And as the boys got a little older, dressing them the same also meant no arguments about which boy got to wear which shirts or pants or shoes or socks. Then came school. The twins became instant kindergarten celebrities. Everyone thought they were special and cute, very, very cute. And their teachers also thought they were adorable and precious and sweet and dear and brown, not bright brown cheeks, but bright brown eyes and shy dimples. Almost right away, other kids started calling the boys name like Ray or Jay and Jay or Ray. Some kids always use the name Ray and some always use Jay and then just paused in case the twin needed to say, no, I'm Jay, or no, I'm Ray. And some kids wouldn't even guess. They'd just say, hey, you, or hi, guys. The Grayson twins got tired of always having to correct people about their names, and they got tired of always seeing the question mark in the eyes of the kids at school, and even their teachers, a puzzled look that meant, now, which one are you? That's why Ray and Jay stopped dressing alike shortly after they started second grade. And to help everyone out a little, Ray almost always wore a shirt or a sweater or a t-shirt or a baseball cap that had some red in it, red for Ray. And Jay usually wore something that was blue, blue for Jay, like the Blue Jay. And for the kids who actually cared about knowing which boy went with which name, the color-coded clothing helped, a little. But the truth is, not that many kids try to become really good friends with Jay and Ray because, like, how do you make two new friends at once? And if you wanted to get to know just one of the twins, which one would you pick? And if you did get to be friends with one of them, would that make the other twin feel left out? Some kids also felt that most of the time Jay and Ray didn't really look like they even needed another friend because those two, they always had each other. And it was like Ray and Jay got to have a sleepover with their best friend every single night of the week. And that was true, sort of. Ray and Jay were certainly best friends, but it wasn't like they had chosen their best friend. From the first moment of their lives, that other person who looked and talked and smiled exactly the same way was always there. Eating at the same table, sleeping in the same room, riding on the same school bus, sitting in the same classroom, and almost no one was able to see any difference at all, except Jay and Ray themselves. During fifth grade, the mix-ups had gotten worse, like the time in February when Ray had been walking along the street near their home in Colorado, and his eighth grade guy came charging up, shoved him into a slushy puddle, grabbed his book bag, emptied it onto the ground, and then shouted, "That's for hitting me in the face with that snowball last week," which seemed like a fair payback, except it was Jay who had thrown the snowball, not Ray. Or like the time last April when a girl had slipped a note into Jay's hand as he walked down the hallway to school, and it had taken the poor guy 3 days to figure out that the girl had a crush on Ray, not on him. And the worst had been during the last half of fifth grade when Jay had decided to go all out and earn the top grade in math. He'd done all his homework, studied hard for every test, even turned in the weekly extra credit assignments. And on his final report card, Jay got a C- in math and Ray got an A+. The math teacher had gotten their names and grades completely confused. The mistake eventually got fixed, but Jay felt cheated out of the moment of triumph, and Ray felt like he'd been shown up by his brainy brother again. By the time they turned 12 years old in August, Ray and Jay were fed up with always being the twins. They hated how they were constantly compared with each other, and there was no way to escape it. At their last school, if you had asked a classmate, "What's Jay like?" you'd have probably gotten a shrug. Or maybe someone would have said, "Jay, he's just like Ray." And if you had asked someone, "Is Ray your friend?" you might have gotten another shrug. Or maybe someone would have said, "Sure, I guess he's my friend because I'm kind of friends with both of them. They're both nice, except I really can't tell which one is which unless one of them stays home sick or something." And that was exactly what had happened to Jay Grayson on his first day of sixth grade in Clifton, Ohio. His twin brother Ray had stayed home sick, which was a good thing, sort of, maybe. Okay, so that's the end of chapter 2. So tomorrow I will be reading chapter 3. I don't know where I put my sticky note, but that's okay. So thank you for joining me today. And hopefully the playback on this isn't terrible. If it is, my apologies. Just kind of goes with the streaming, I guess. So thanks a lot, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.